Hello, guys, and welcome back to what is episode, I think, 8? Yeah, episode 8. So it was around the time of me recording this video that I decided, you know what, let's make all my videos public. And I don't know if you guys realized, but by now, probably, because this video is gonna be uploaded on, like, probably July the 1st or 2nd. Since I'm doing it in kind of like a numbered fashion, like, in, like, even numbers, like the 16th, the like 14, 16, 18, 20, just that. Also, I should probably make like a proper base or proper like everything for all my stuff. Like I basically just live in the middle of nowhere. Like all my smithing infrastructure is right outside my house, which for the record is probably not how I should have it. Though that would technically make my house useless. Just it would just be used for storage. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think I should have made this a house. It should have just been a storage room. Because housing isn't necessarily used. It's kind of just like if you want to make a house for fun, you can. It's kind of like if you want to make a house for fun, you can. Oh, of course I can drink that. Could you imagine if I could drink lime water? I think I'd die. But anyway, so yeah, I should probably explore what I should make my house out of. I should probably also look towards making better tools like a saw and whatnot. Since this is not going to take a very little amount of time. Instead, though, instead of following good ideas, I'm just gonna progress down what little progression I already have. Oh, that's right. Create. I definitely want to make that. I think I'll just go with the sophisticated backpack. What is this? So I could do that. I won't because leather bothers me. I might, but anyway, if I want to do anything like building stuff, what I would probably do is one, I'd build a tannery. I'll build a tannery, my main like factory of operations, like like a smithing corner, like for smithing, all sorts of stuff. What I could do is I can make a coke oven actually, or I could look at the steam machines that I can make, which is zero, none of them actually, because all of them use black steel. Why would a campfire use what? Yeah, guys, to make a campfire, let's put a lava bucket and three black steel rods. Oh, and just for comfort, blocks of coal. No, that makes sense. I don't see what's so wrong with that. That makes sense. I'm being very sarcastic, by the way. Why would anyone want to do that? This sucks. This sucks even more. I don't know who came up with this stuff. Like, everything. God. I should probably get into Create, though. Which does technically mean that I do actually have to get into... Like, I might have to move near the river. And I might have to find coal, but that's... Are you... Are you done? Okay, it is done. I was kind of scared that when I opened it, it wasn't going to be done. Like, I was immensely scared that it wasn't going to be done. Oh. Oh, God. That's not. That ain't normal. Oh, whoa. Now that defies the law of conservation of mass. Which, by the way, for the record, nobody cares about. It ain't even, like, most people are out of school and don't want to think about that anymore. And I don't blame you. The law of conservation of mass is probably something we all forgot about. Just never quite could because of those sleepless nights trying to do your home. Oh, what the hell? The fact that it gave me back charcoal scares me, so I'm gonna throw in more. Now, I'm sure it'll be fine. If anything, I'm still probably gonna get like 14 or 15 iron. I probably just put a little bit too much. Anyway, now I gotta look towards making better tools. And I will say, I don't have any more bronze, so I have to make yet another copper saw. Which I can't spare myself the insanity of because for some reason I'm missing ingot molds. Sure, I have these, but that has nothing to do with the saw. We're gonna put that there. My computer's like dislodged, and I don't understand why, because for some reason my computer feels the need to dislodge itself from the metal mounting and it makes me feel like it's gonna fall off because it likes to fall off and it likes to make me deeply upset. Why? How does this go into ethylene and also go into helium? Explain that to me. No, matter of fact, you can't explain that. Why would helium come from this? Helium is probably... I don't see how it could possibly be... These have nothing to do with create. Neither do these. I don't know why this is any different. Everything here except the toolboxes have nothing to do with create. Anyway, you know what? I will actually get into leatherworking. Because it's only doing me harm not getting into it. I could also make myself some clothes for once, but that's boring, so no. So let's see. I don't want to make a saw, but I have to anyway, so there's no point in delaying it. Let's go. I'm not wasting my precious iron on a saw. Which, believe it or not, is probably not a waste. I'm just labeling it as such because I don't want to use iron on anything. because, like, I need too much iron to the point that if I use it on anything, I'm wasting it. And I'm keen on my math. I'm pretty sure this is double the actual numbers. Like, that's 6 with plus 8 equals 14. 20? 22. How did that get worse? It got worse. It got worse when I didn't even think it could. How? Oh, yeah, I don't know why I keep. Well, I don't know why I keep looking at various novelty machines that I can't afford. Like, I can't make any of this. It's not within my capabilities. Where is it? Saw. Okay, I saw the saw. And I'm gonna be so honest, I'm proud as hell for me figuring that out. Because that was cool, the way I did that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 8. That's 14. Okay, no, this together is 12, 20. Yeah, okay, that's 24. I don't know how I'm supposed to cough up that much in one sitting, but I guess I'll figure it out. Time to build myself a house. Or not a house, but more like an actual, like, proper building for all of my needs. Though first I have to pick out where I want my tannery, where I want the main building, and where I want my food storage. Yeah, surprisingly, this is going to be a lot more building than expected. And I actually might not have a tannery. I might just have a brewery, which normally breweries are used for like beverages, but like in this case, it's more like weird barrel transformations. Though most likely it's all going to be like one building combined with multiple rooms. And I should probably have all of this outdoors, but it just feels too primitive. Like, I can't just have a house and then not have, like, a workroom. Which I promise I'll try to make it look good. And I won't end up hating it, like, halfway through. So I do have to pick whether I want fur or... Like, I don't know if I want to keep going with fur or if I want to go with hickory. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with fur. I mean, I'm literally chopping fir wood right now. There's no point in going back. So fir and andesite, because I can't have wood floors. It's like having wood floors is like if I built a wood house in the nether. That's just stupid. Like, please. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Or I might be dumb, but I ain't that dumb. Like, come on, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Even if there is no credit to give, believe me, I'm not that dumb. Why is this here? Oh, that's to what was gonna be my copper mine. And this is what is gonna be my new factory. And I'm gonna try very hard on it. And I will not be made fun of. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. You know, I might rearrange my upload schedule to not being on even days. So that way I can just have all my videos be uploaded in one day. And people don't have to wait like 5.4 trillion years for me to post a video, which is not too long. It's just like waiting 2 days for each video. Though I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather wait. Actually, no, it's more like one day. Because video, no video, video, no video. What's this? I was about to say, what is this? What is this used for? That would have been the stupidest question ever. What is it for? This is an interesting idea I might consider. But anyway, we'll get all the fir wood lined up. I don't know why that sound deeply like instilled fear in my soul. But at least the goal that I have to do right now is clear, and that is scraping this. Okay. And that is scraping this hide, which will kill my knife. That's probably why they added the scraping knife, isn't it? Because people would just scrape with their regular knife, and then it would immediately get destroyed. Should probably make some tannin. I can use chestnut for that, right? Right. Yeah, there we go. It'll be done basically around the same time. So now I need to kill my chisel. And then almost obliterate my mind. Did it just... Oh, I was about to say, was it giving the rock... Was it telling me the chemical composition of the rock? And not the rock as in the guy, but as in the rock as in the item. I think you guys probably knew the distinction before. I just felt like I needed to clarify. And then... Bam, bam, bam. And we're good. Yeah. I'm gonna be broke after... Well, I'm not necessarily gonna be broke, but... whatever financial position in terms of the game that I end up in because of this, it's probably going to be negative. As in, my net worth is going to be in the negatives, which it already is, so it's not like it could get any worse. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I could have the bloomery sticking out of the wall, or I could have... we'll just start it here. This is a far more permanent decision than I actually realize than I'm only realizing right now. Like, this is an insanely permanent decision. Like, once I build this, there's no going back. If I don't like it, then I'm just gonna have to suck it up. Which I'm gonna have to and also, on a side note, I'm gonna have to continuously clawing through these limes. Did I just call fucking lemon a lime? Oh, I'm going insane. Okay, no, but in all seriousness, I'm gonna have to use all of my brain power to make a base that isn't an eyesore. Because I'm not getting rid of this, nor making a new one until I can make concrete. And even then I probably won't make a new base, because concrete here can look hideous. And I'm talking about GregTech's concrete, not Minecraft concrete. I don't even think you can make that here. Steve is not as smart as he used to be. In this mod, he's just a caveman. Like, in regular Minecraft, he's like a multiversal deity with way too much power. I just get a popcorn shell? I ate popcorn yesterday. Don't y'all love it when popcorn shells just plop into existence in your mouth? Anyway, on another note, I might try to add windows here. Wait a minute. Is this proportionate? We're gonna have it actually be like, okay, obviously this has got to be the exception. Ooh, so it's really gonna vary how I build this. Like, immensely, it's gonna vary how much or how I build this. So I need to tread very carefully. You know, I hate, like, don't y'all ever start building and then you only realize when things aren't are uneven when you already like have committed yourself. Like, it's a truly despairing situation. And then you have to break all the blocks and start over. Obviously not from scratch, but you have to start over nonetheless, and that's just a painful thought. I should only really need to move this layer, like, forward one. I really hope I don't have to make this building any wider, because if I do, I'm going to go insane. Quite frankly, on many levels, which, sure, I may already be slightly insane, but, like, there's levels to this. There's levels to the insanity, guys. We'll move it one brick forwards, and now that's proportionate. And yes, it very much matters if it's even. Because if it's not, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Yeah, this is the part where I absolutely lose my mind because I don't know what to do. You know what, man? We'll just shorten this part out. And if it doesn't work, I'll just cry, I guess. Like, I'll just wail at a very audible volume for, like, the next few minutes, like a child. I mean, don't we all? Like, you just eventually just collapse and then become a hydrogen bomb, you know, like, and then violate the Geneva Conventions. Like, that's just the average day for a guy like me, you know. Like, that's just how it be for me. Like, you just start imagining the most heinous war crimes, but if you did it in an efficient way. Or in a somehow more efficient way than in the way that they were committed by actual nations. Also, how did I run out of stone? That's insane. Nobody runs out of stone. Am I seriously gonna have to go into my copper mine? Which is probably very dilapidated. I'm remembering the temporal hellscape land that is Vintage Story. Very fun game. You guys should all try it. You won't wish you were. You won't wish you were a multiversal deity. That only happens to some of us. Or you won't accidentally summon an eldritch horrors. That only happens to a few of us. I mean, for me, that's just Tuesday. Yeah, we don't talk much about Tuesday, but Tuesday's a very memorable day for a lot of people. Like Tuesdays are like days that don't seem like they're important, but are very important. And I feel like just stuff happens on Tuesdays. I gotta drink the rain while I talk about how Tuesdays are just bizarre. Like people always talk about like how Monday is a bad day, but Tuesday's just oddly numbing. And yet things usually like happen. Like I feel like like it just seems like an out of place day. Like Tuesdays haven't been the best days in history sometimes. Temperatures that. This better not be like piping hot. It in fact was not piping hot, and I'm very happy now. My vocal cords aren't what they used to. It will always be like, hey, okay, even when I try to do it like I used to, it doesn't work. Like I have to mangle, like my vocal cords have been thoroughly mangled by myself. And I don't mean that in the sense that I chose to destroy my vocal cords. No, my vocal cords chose to destroy themselves. But I think there's a name for that. Maybe like puberty or something. It'd definitely be puberty. And like, no, genuinely, it's definitely puberty that's caused that. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because puberty's always doing stuff. Lowering people's voices for no reason. I mean, for some people, puberty's just just horrible. And for other people, puberty's just a reality check. I mean, not all the time, but anyway, we're gonna pad the floors as like stone brick flooring. Actually, hold on. What happens if you chisel andesite? What do you get from that? Andesite bricks. Ugh. What the hell? Who would sick mind would make that? Oh, okay. What would what would that look? Let me see. Oh. That would that would be interesting. I mean, like maybe I'll consider it. Like maybe not when my chisel's like insanely fragile, and not when the actions I make with blocks don't matter. Then sure, I guess that would be interesting to explore. Actually, you know what? Frick it. Let's see. Actually, no, never mind. My chisel wouldn't survive it. It would survive like a few blocks and then explode. Also, I love how I'm just completely ignoring the fact that my copper mine is right here. And I'm just choosing not to care because copper's not necessarily going to be a concern to me. I mean, soon it very much will, and I should probably be mining. I should probably mine some copper. Since, there's the bronzes that I'm going to need. Yeah, I'll just mine a bunch of copper right now, as a matter of fact. So that way, when I need copper again, I'm like, oh, I need to go mining. Oh, never mind. I have like a perpetually, just a really big amount of copper. Oh, that reminds me. My copper mine is like insanely underdeveloped. Because I hardly mined any out of it because I like squeezed every little juice of value that this copper mine has. Like I'll tell you guys, I genuinely like slandered the copper mine in my no record world. Like I tore it to shreds and then came back, and then I never came back ever again. That being said though, I am further than that. Oh no. This is a great time to say that I underestimated. Or that I overestimated the pillars. They did not last as much as I'd hoped they would. And I need to chip away at all the cobblestone on the floor. Because if I dig down, it'll collapse. If I dig up, it'll collapse. If I dig down, it won't collapse. But it'll still be equally as scary. Plus, all the good ore is like not to be found here. Could I get that to reach? What's the maximum reach of a support? Is it that? Yeah. Well, no, it's probably something else. Oh. Well, it's a very good thing that I made a saw. What am I doing? No, sincerely, what am I doing? Actually, no, it's fine, because I don't think I generally need that much. There we go. Everything's a life could be a dream now. Now time to overestimate the support beams again. Because sometimes it'll say supported on the block you're mining, but it won't say it on all of them. And just sometimes it'll lie. Also, I think I could probably stop now. Because this is somehow actually, like, and quite unusually enough, just I need stone, so technically it's not enough. Which, if I needed stone, I think I probably should have come here on an empty inventory. Also, why is there dirt here if there's no holes? Like, I feel like that's intermediate igneous. It's because it's andesite. And I think they had to change it. Because, like, I'm pretty sure most andesite rocks probably had around the same chemical composition. I mean, they're all igneous rocks, for crying out loud. They're made the same way. Well, not the same way, but, like, they're not really made with much difference. So eventually you just have to come to realize that it's just the same thing. Yeah, I need more stone. Surprisingly, I find myself needing more stone than I need copper or any other, like, mineral. Like, that's pretty funny. Like, oh boy, I need rocks, not minerals, that actually have a real proven value. Rocks. Why do I need them? Building. Why do I need to build? I felt like it. And now this has become just a biohazard, and not in the sense that there's a biological specimen that could kill me. Well, that too. But that's just all the time. There's always biohazards. If you if you consider a biohazard to be a biological specimen that could kill you. Excavation efforts continue. I also forgot my torches, so fuck. I don't know why I didn't just decide to illuminate the cave when I probably could have done that very easily too, I'd wager. Also, I could technically just quarry down with this, and it also saves me blocks. It saves me blocks, it saves me stone, it saves me brain cells, and it saves me the exact opposite of everything I just said. This is probably enough. I'll come back when I need more stone. Oh, actually, there's copper here. The amount of care I may have is minuscule, but copper's copper, man. Like, I'll never pass up some copper. Unless I'm, like, immensely rich and have it automated, which I do know you can do. Well, I don't know if they patched it, but I have a feeling you can automate ores. Like certain ores maybe, but like you can automate ores. I know you can automate mining. That's like a guarantee. But I have a slight feeling you can automate ores. Actually no, I know you like I well yeah, I feel like you can automate ores with like enough centrifuging and such. Eventually you'd get it. I gotta make more mortar. Because I'm still somehow not gonna have enough. Despite my copious efforts to have enough. Anyway, we've got tannin now, so I can make my first leather in like this entire run. Which for the record, I'm very grateful I don't have to do an immensely intricate and complex process just to do. Oh, and the chisel breaks, of course. Just another reason, or another thing to make me not very happy. Which does not necessarily matter because the factory does not run on happiness. Or more like the factory that we can all collectively dream and hope to make in our heads. With the power of friendship and determination, because there is no factory. Not yet, anyways. So I wish there was like some kind of building mod I could use, because I know in Star Technology you could just press Alt. And I could bring that mod here. I just feel like I shouldn't. But I don't know, I might. Like, I'm gonna consider it. Also, this is gonna be a pretty tall building, so. And it's gonna use a lot of like, it's gonna use brick stairs. I don't know if those can cause cave-ins. I think they can. which would be very much disappointing, or very disappointing. Yeah, this thing's probably gonna stay unfinished for a good while because um I don't know, I don't really have much of a reason to. Oh, okay, so I can work these. Yeah, this is probably when I should actually just start metalworking all the iron that I've accumulated. And first, while I wait for that to cool off, which no, I'm not going to monopolize off of the heat. Are you crazy? I'm not that smart. I'm going to work on the iron armor. So, right out the gate, I'm going to torture myself. Which probably means like half of this is going to disappear, and then another half of this is going to also disappear. What? Why is that a question mark? It's wood. Wood has a chemical composition that surely is not that difficult to imagine. I mean, for the record, wood has a pretty, like, probably an intricate enough chemical composition to the point that, like, you couldn't really estimate how much wood it would have, or how much, like, of anything it would have. You'd have to guess. But anyway, that's enough of my nerdiness. Time to light this thing on. Wait, did I put fuel in it? No. Time to not actually put fuel in it and then light it on fire. Should I go? Okay. Well, if I go close to this, it would have been hot, but not anymore. Also, it's like borderline August. And where did my lemons go? I had a lot of these, and they all just disappeared. Where did they go? Oh, I put them in a chest like a dumb person. I'll drink some water while I wait for that all to heat up. And I should really cool off. Oh, this is gonna take like a minute to cool off. I'm not gonna rely on that. Also, I could have a bloomery. Like I keep mixing a bloomery with bellow, or with a bellow, or rather, I think it's called the bellows, unless that's a typo from like Vintage Story. Because I know in Vintage Story it's called the bellows, but I don't see why they'd have that as a typo. It's like a well-managed game. You'd assume a well-managed game would not have that. Also, how does lithium make the color red? This actually makes sense. I see like a slight correlation because I do know that there was a time period with like all the world's oceans were blue. Ooh, that was like way more perfect than I expected. Now we'll make the chest plate. So I hit it now. Hold on. Not necessarily perfect, but it was perfect. It was perfect enough for me. What can I work? Yeah, durability's fine for the most part. I think I'll just leave this off to the side. Crack my knuckles a bit. And I have to like construct yet another plate, like double plate, and then I have to do that all really fast, and I have to like unlock my full jitter click ability. Like I have to use enough of my energy, or what energy I have, so I should probably drink some water. So I can be prepared for the to the the pain. I'm gonna Ooh. That was cool actually. Oh, it was like one tick away from being hot. Bruh. I know the bruh meme is maybe a bit outdated, but actually no, I don't think it'll ever be outdated. I don't know if that was corny or not actually. I should probably know, but whatever. Just understand that was very much disappointing. And now I can weld these two together and then make a wrought iron chest plate. Maybe too hot to wear, but we'll just cool it down. And now for the helmet. So, time to kill the helmet. Well, not necessarily kill, but you'll understand what I mean. We'll put that one on. I don't think this has any downsides to being worn. Because I probably shouldn't wear it right now because it's raining, but physics doesn't apply here. I also really should consider making some proper tools, and I will after I'm done with the whole smithing process. And there I have like a plethora more iron blooms. Though I would like it if these heated up way faster. They just won't, because why would they? Iron sword head. That was a very like good like strategy I found. I'm glad I experiment. Oh, my fan has no battery. How can this be? The tragedy, surely. Where? Okay, now I have to like figure out which cables. Okay, there. That one's that one. This is the right cable. This was the proper cable to grab. There's like, bear in mind, there's multiple cables at my desk. They all do, like, things that I'd be very upset if they were unplugged. We'll do some more experimenting. Oh. That wasn't very perfect. Oh, that was fast enough to the point that I could weld that? Pretty good. Ooh! I got it. No, I still got it. You can't deny it anymore. I gotta wait for these to heat up. I should have been... Admittedly, I should have put them in while I was smithing the helmet. But I didn't think about that, so... You can't get mad at me there. The media... Imagine I probably pissed off a few Italians or whatever. Whatever species they call it nowadays. Which is a joke, of course. That's 4. That's 6. Oh. I'm not gonna have very much iron to myself, am I? I'm gonna be pretty poor. That's probably just enough for like a pickaxe, a prospector's pick. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a good amount more. Yeah, we'll go. I'll just start making some now. If I run out of charcoal, I run out of charcoal. It's alright. It's just how the story goes at this point. Why did it give me that back? Why did it give me 16 back? That's either a duplication glitch or I'm not getting the full yield here. Whatever, it's 48 input stacks, it's not like I get it back anyways. I hope y'all know, in my head, I audibly yelled, "Fuck!" when that didn't go out to plan. Like, in my head, I just immediately thought that. The primal rage of it not functioning. Let's go. Well, oh my goodness. What now? It had to be a... Actually, this works, I guess. It's not horrible. It's not good. It's not horrible. Oh, but that's charcoal wasted. Oh, I don't like it when I have to waste charcoal. Willingly, by the way. When I have to succumb to the charcoal consuming gods and then allow them to consume my charcoal. It's not a fun experience. You know, the charcoal consuming deities are very thirsty sometimes. Oh, did I say sometimes? I said all. I meant to say all the time. Also, if it wasn't raining, or if I didn't put that clay block there, it would more than definitely like suck 40 times more. And I'd have like 2 seconds to smith. And then upon that happening, the game would say, the second I put on the anvil, put it back. On anvil, put it back. Anvil, put it back. And I'd waste so much charcoal, it'd be insane. Also, this could take a million years. And it's not more like it is, because this is taking way too long. Like, come, bro. This cannot be. It can't possibly take this long just to heat up one piece of iron. I took less time to kill Ranala and Elden Ring, because yes, I play Elden. It's a very peak game. I definitely haven't on multiple occasions wished that the bosses that I were fighting were real people so I could slap them. I would never do such a horrible thing. No, is now for the Greaves. I don't like this. So, oh, that's really easy actually. So, there we go, perfect. Wait, no, I almost fumbled that. No, don't throw the precious straw hat into the burning insignia. I love how you still can't even see it, even though it's in this extra slot. Also, I'm definitely not gonna have any iron for myself because I still got a shield to smith. So yeah, this is definitely gonna get clawed through like completely. I probably shouldn't have done it like completely, but and there's no turning back now. Iron is iron. Matter of fact, don't you literally need to? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, don't you literally need to like put wrought iron into like the blast furnace? But never mind. Yeah, I could waste. I could be very wasteful and like spend my iron on really pointless things. Do I to make? Okay, yeah. So these need to be thoroughly heated. I only need like. Yeah, I have a lot more iron than I expected. Why did I do that with that thing? Now I'm realizing. Whatever. There's no point in questioning my actions. I've already done them. No, never mind. I still won't have a lot. So it's okay if I did that. Sure, it's not the most rational decision I've ever made, but let's be real. One of my decisions ever rational. I don't think they have been, or like usually ever are. Oh, I could do that. I will in the future, but for now I gotta wait. So that's 30. That's 30. So I need to get. Oh, that's actually really easy. Hold on. So I should get perfectly on there. Oh, you had to do it first. So I did. Okay, there we go. That would have been perfectly forged. Wait, no, no, no. I almost did it again. I hate it when I actually do that. Jeez, I'm like the Wally West of smelting. How did I do that so perfectly? I have like a full. I'm like clad in iron armor, and I hardly even realized it. Though I think that like raises the amount of like temperature that I can reach. Yeah, there's not always like not everything's a good idea sometimes. Also, I was right. I'm gonna need extra iron in the future, so this wasn't a bad idea. Sure, maybe I didn't need all of the iron, but it works. Now I just need a shield, and then I mean I probably won't. Well, I should use it, so I'm just gonna bring it anyway. Then I'm gonna smith up a sword, and then I'm gonna smith up a hammer, a mining hammer, and then once that's done, I'll make a few other novelty materials. Though the sword and the shield are things that I'm keen on. The javelin is a hell no, because if I make the javelin, then I'm gonna waste I'm just gonna be wasting iron. At that point, I might as well just make like an entire like turn all 16 ingots. Oh wait, I didn't think about arrows. What's it cost to make an arrow? That's not very fun. I have to. Hey, I could try to farm skeletons, but regardless, I'm gonna have to make. I'm gonna try to get. I have to try to get feathers. I don't have chickens. So, put those two back, and then I'm gonna dive heat shield. Go, 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 go. So it's 13. That's 27. So and then ooh, well forged. All right, there we go. That's it. Put that in there and then cut. I'm burning in here. I'm pretty sure the armor makes me like far more susceptible to heat because that was pretty fast. In my whoa, that's definitely way too big. Where's my F? Did I not bind myself an F5? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, what'd I do? Okay. What did I do? What is what is this? I opened my essential inventory or my essential thing on accident. That's weird. Oh, now I have a shield. I may not be able to see myself because my F5 key doesn't work. because it likes to pretend like it doesn't know what it's doing. Matter of fact, my F5 key, I think, turns it off. Like, I think I pressed something wrong on my keyboard that it never quite recovered from. Like, there was a setting I liked that it just refused to use, and then now all my F keys don't do what they're supposed to. My tab key is actually for F3, and I think all of my F keys are actually used for something else. They've swapped places. I think that's for like work and stuff. Like some people have have their F3 keys for something, but tab does F3. Like I just press tab. Like oh, uh-oh. My tongs broke. Well no, I never like put them on, so I am not working the hematite. I don't even know why it says like the can weld option. Alright, now we're gonna make a wrought iron sword. So let's see. How can I do this? So I can hit it up 7 and then well it has to be 9. It has to be hit down 9. So surely when I do this, just bam. That's perfect, so why isn't it doing it? Oh, because it's off by 1. Well, I don't really understand that. So if I needed to be on like 6, no, I need to be on 7, because then that 7 plus 9 is that's 16. What am I doing? My math is like off. There we go. It worked. Now I need to think, what else do I make? I could go for the mace. I just don't think I'd use it. Because the mace, sure, it does crushing damage, but it doesn't necessarily... it doesn't give anything new. If anything, I'd say it's probably worse. Well, regardless, I have like a full set of like gear. Like I'm a paladin, for crying out loud. And I'm pretty sure paladins are like royal knights or whatever. I'm no such thing. So instead, I'll just go for making the wrought iron mining hammer. As I should have a long time ago. I was just too preoccupied preparing for war. Like, common mistake, you know? Like, it just happens to the best of us. Like, if you haven't been preoccupied getting ready for war to make yourself a hammer, you haven't lived, okay? I got really scared for a second, I thought. So, hold on. So I need it to be 18 down. Okay, there we go. Expertly forged. Let's go, baby. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm genuinely gearing up for war. So what about the iron flask? Or what about just the flasks in general? So how does that become... Okay. So I have to kill something to get a bladder. So, you know, those bisons, they've had it coming for a very long time. And the fact that I've spared them is a bit much. So while I wait, it's time to show them revenge. I don't know if this shield can block everything. Can block it, so we'll test it. So we'll test this shield. I think this isn't too much of a bad place to test it. So let's see if I can... Didn't realize I turned off my mic. Well, yeah, I didn't expect that. I guess I didn't put my shield up, but that was actually a pretty good test. The shield held, like, it blocked everything. I expected it to only, like, halve the damage, which would have probably still killed me regardless, considering how weak I am. Because before I was able to tank a bison hit. Now it's like I kind of can't, and even if I tried, like, the only way I'd be able to do so is if I had, like, a lot of hearts. I should also try to, like, make, like, fruit salads or just salads and such. Try to keep my nutrition up there. Because the beneath is not going to be fun even if I have that much gear. And a shield that negates all damage. Which I'm still surprised that it actually blocked it. Because usually the gimmick would be, oh, it doesn't block everything, it just, like, halves the damage, or... oh, maybe it has, like, a slow reload. No, that shield just blocked it all. Like, the cooldown between the, bison attacks, like, throughout that, it was able to, like, just go up continuously. I think there's, like, either I didn't pull it up quick enough, and I was delayed, or, that's weird that I wasn't here yet. But either, like, there's a chance that, like, either I didn't do it quick enough, or, like, either I didn't do it quick enough, or there's a chance it doesn't work. I figured that time it was just me, though, because there's no, like, I think the shield was in the process of going up, and then the bison ran. Which, for the most part, Like, this bison's probably... Like, I hope I don't have... Like, it doesn't put up a fight when I try to get my stuff back. So it looks like it's, like, decently wandered away from my corpse. And I need a bladder, so time to get my revenge. Oh, he's gonna turn around and fight. Let's see. That was a bit gruesome. I didn't want to do that, but... Admittedly, it was a lot more satisfying. Like, it was very satisfying to finally get my revenge. Unlike a creature that terrorized me since the start of the run. Like, a part of the reason why I built the house was to escape the bison. Because they would just randomly get mad and then just start ramming into me for no reason. It wasn't very fun. I'm also definitely gonna try to cook this before it goes bad. If it goes bad before I can cook it, that'll be very upsetting. Also, it's free leather, so... I could also domesticate them, that's why I'm not executing all of them. When I very much could just enact a mass genocide of bison. Was that a child? No, that was a child. Now I feel bad. I shouldn't have done that. I should have actually inspected it a bit more. Yeah, now it's gonna hit a lot more. Like, if I don't get this bladder, the animal bladder, then this is gonna be very gruesome. Oh, got the bladder though. I got the bladder. Oh no. Oh, I lost my jar. I don't know how I did that. I don't know. Oh, never mind. It's there. Oh, ooh, that like. I don't know how that didn't kill me. Okay, so the leather flax side. Okay, I have string. I thought I saw something sprinkle. Or shining. Let's see. So yeah, 3 leather. That's 3. I gotta be really careful because if I mess it up, I don't get a second chance. There we go. Now rinse and repeat. Move the top layer. And a presto. Other flask side, and then now I go to the crafting table, make the wait. Hold on. Ooh, I almost made a dire mistake. Where are my blooms? Where are they? Oh no, I used them all. Never mind. I almost enacted an even more, like, an actual genocide. Not literally. Oh, well, I did actually only get 8. Who would have thought? Oh well. At the very least, I can, it's not necessarily unsalvageable. I don't necessarily need, like, more than... I don't need an insane amount. I only really needed a few. check something real quick. We have lab equipment. Why is this so specific? Also, why specifically a cellulose matrix that is useless and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Why would I use that? Okay, for lactose that makes sense. The rough ER. How am I gonna get this? Okay. Whoa. I didn't know we were doing biochemistry, but okay. Also, the recording is nearing its end. It's okay though, because I'm definitely gonna record 2 extra videos. The dawn of the morrow. Oh, are you serious? I need to make a cloth. That sucks. No. Yes, actually. Ooh. So I need to get it down by 16. So that's like 2 over. And then there we go. Unfinished iron flask, which hence can be finished if I can get myself a cloth of any of these varieties. Though that's not going to find itself to be a very fun endeavor. Though it can be burlap and linen. Like it can be either or. Doesn't necessarily have to be like both have to be the same or one has to like whatever. You get the point. It doesn't have to be specifically burlap or it doesn't have to be specifically um linen. Because I know I can get burlap from the toe fibers and obviously linen from the base like fibers. Also, I love how I'm still using like copper tools even in the Iron Age. Primitive ways never die. Might just have enough. And soon, like probably give or take 10, like 5 more minutes, I gotta go. So I really hope this is enough. If it's not, I'm gonna be very upset because it not being enough would be very disappointing. Oh, I had more than enough. What? Like that was insane. How like little I actually needed versus how much I actually made. Which why does like cloth making have to look more complicated than it really is? Like I don't know how they managed to make something imitate being difficult. Like it's literally just you click it and it acts like it's difficult, like it goes down one, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't necessarily mean anything. And is now I have an iron flask, which holds like way more than the generic thing. I could have also just waited. Why? Why would anyone ever use phantom silk? Oh no, because you would have to. Because oh no. Why would anyone want to go to the okay. whatever. But this is going to be very useful to me. Especially in a place like the beneath, where all that's going to be really important. I'm going to need, so this is the last go. I'm going to be using like all of my iron blooms except for like a few. And then I think the last one is just going to be a prospector's pick for mining in the overworld. Because in the beneath, there's no bothering with a prospector's pick. Because you'll just find the ores just sticking out of a rock somewhere. The reason why I put 5 blooms in there so I can make a saw so I can like build support beams and such. I'm also gonna need to like leave a lot of tools. Like for one, these 2 are gonna become a bronze spade, or like they're gonna become a spade. Which I'm realizing I have extras, so spade. What else could I make? The saw, obviously, so that's 3. The prospector's pick, which is 4. I could. How much durability does my hammer have? Okay, it has time. I could save one actually. No, there's no point in that. So I have 1 extra. That's interesting. I could just make a file, but it's not gonna help me in the beneath. A pickaxe. I mean, believe it or not, a pickaxe doesn't necessarily suck. Not a knife because the knife, it's literally just like there's no point in that. I could make an iron repair kit. No, I couldn't because that's too hot of a temperature. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that was perfect? I thought it was gonna give me like subpar or something. Well, that's not necessarily a real. It's 12:37. Wow. Time flies, I guess. Time flies when you're having fun. And here I was saying this is only gonna take a little bit. Ends up taking. Oh, I need a chisel. That's what it was that I needed. Figures. So I just only have to bring it down by. Okay, so hold on. So we'll hit up, bam, and okay, hold on. Bring it up by. If I can bring it up by like a few, like just enough. If I can bring it up to 13, okay, so yeah, bring it up to 13, and then I'll probably log off for the night after I make the chisel, because then I'm just pushing it if I keep going. And it's not like I already am not, so. And bam, and then bam. There we go. Alright, one last tool, and then we're good. Tomorrow's gonna be the great voyage into what is basically just hell incarnate. So hold on. So bring it up by. So I have to hit it twice. So that means I have to get to 22. So, that's perfect. What? How is that not? Oh, because it's off by 1. I don't know why that's off by 1, but it is. I probably mislooked at it. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off really pushing it. So, for what it's worth, I probably shouldn't have done this, but so let me try this again. So, oh, because it's 23. So it would be off anyway. So like, yeah, okay. So it has to be like, okay. So that's either way still gonna just be off. No, not the. Okay, not the shield. The chisel's definitely not gonna be perfect. But I have to think. So how would I reach 23? Oh, the answer's sitting right in front of me. I could just. I'm good. No harm. Oh, that was too much. We don't have to worry. It'll be fine. Um, and we're sure I can't just get away with. Oh, it was right in front of me. Okay. Well, that's my last tool, and then I gotta. I'm definitely good. We're definitely good here. There we go. And then, yeah, I can take out all the charcoal, and we're good. Got all the stuff I'm gonna need. I have an extra bloom, so if I want to use it on anything, I can. And I've already had like a test on like one of the most ferocious animals. So I need a tool rack, which is cheap. Okay. I'll put up all the tools that I'm not bringing on this journey tomorrow. That's gonna take place. Like the axe, I'm not gonna need it. I mean, no, definitely not a stone shovel. Definitely not this. That's just outdated equipment. Nor the copper shingle, the knife, or the bronze mortar. And then now I have to. And then tomorrow I'll just cook all the meat that I've acquired. Fuse them. Now heat is gonna be a big issue because I don't have any way of like keeping out the heat because I lack the linen. But that's a problem for tomorrow because I'm not gonna have enough time to bother, so or here today. That's it. I'm definitely not bringing this bucket. This will be my toolkit. So guys, if you enjoyed, like I know we did a lot in today's episode, so if you guys enjoyed it, please drop a like. If you want, give some suggestions. Please leave a comment. And if you just like my channel as a whole and want to make sure you're up to date, please subscribe because then I can get money and then I can make more content for you guys. And who knows, maybe it'd even be higher quality. But anyway, that's enough for today. So I'll see y'all next time. Have a good day.